Are you tired of the same old YouTube channels? Are you tired of seeing the same people over and over again in your feed? I've got some new channels for you, and they're all under 5,000 subscribers. And I'm not even kidding you, you would never know by the content they create. Hang tight, we're getting into it right now. I'm having a bad hair day, don't judge me. I don't know how you feel, but the way that I feel is that I feel like YouTube constantly suggests the same channels over and over and over again for me to watch. They're usually the channels that have a ton of subscribers. And not to say they haven't earned their place as the top beauty creators, but I feel like they kind of, the way that YouTube works, they kind of drown out anybody else. And I get irritated that YouTube is not suggesting different content for me to watch. And it's just the way that the algorithm works. You know, we get tired of watching the same things over and over again, and if YouTube isn't going to help us, then we need to help each other. I'm going to talk a little bit about how all of this came to be. If you want to get straight to the channels, there is a skip ahead timestamp down in the video description to skip straight to it. Something really big happened that made me want to make this video just the way that I'm making it today. YouTube changed their partner requirements. Back a long time ago when I had my old channel, no one was making money, and when they first introduced the program, they only allowed 40 creators to join in the beginning. I'm going to come back to that in just a minute because there's somebody that I want to mention having to do with that. So only 40 creators monetized their channel in the beginning, and then I think it was in 2009 they allowed everybody to monetize their videos, which means to be able to make money off of the ads that run on videos. The new requirements are that you must have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time per year. So right now it's January of 2018. So between January of 2018 and January of 2019, that's my window of time to get 4,000 hours. You know, let's say I don't make it in that period of time, then it goes February to February, March to March, you know, from day to day. It keeps going, keeps flowing. So as soon as you get that 4,000 hours, you're able to apply to monetize your channel, because then they'll look at your channel, see whether you have good family-friendly content or not, and then they'll decide whether your channel will be monetized. So things have really changed. They're really pulling back on who can make money off of videos. I guess YouTube is figuring out that these brand new channels that are cropping up, a lot of them, maybe putting out things that they don't want to put ads in front of, and that's their way of controlling new channels. The big problem with this is that the people that have been around a really long time are now losing their monetization. People that have always had really good content, have always been family friendly, always put out good stuff, they're now losing their ability to make money. And this is where I want to come back to it. An old friend of mine, his name is Terry, he had a channel called Zipster. He was according to him, the very first person they contacted in order to monetize channels. And I do believe him. I know he was part of that first 40. I believe that they told him that his channel is now being demonetized because he doesn't meet that threshold anymore. Which makes me so sad that YouTube is stripping this from creators that already exist, especially people that make content regularly. You do have to meet a $100 threshold in order to gain any money, but the money that these people are making, I mean, it does add up, and they do end up making that $100, and YouTube is basically taking that away from these smaller creators, which I think personally is kind of messed up. Of course, we don't just make YouTube videos just to make money. We should be making YouTube videos because we enjoy the platform, because we enjoy making videos and putting our thoughts out there into the internet, but the money sure does help, especially with smaller channels, because you're not getting PR, beauty channels, you're not getting PR, you're not getting things sent to you. So, in order to buy the camera equipment and the lighting and the products, in order for your channel to grow, you need money to do that. And the $100 here and there can really help with that. What I decided to do was to go on my Twitter. When I found this out, I announced it. I saw how many of my Twitter followers do have those smaller channels. And I said, hey, if you do not meet these requirements, put your channel down below. I looked at, I don't know, 50, 60 different videos. I looked at a lot of videos, a lot of channels, and I handpicked out 10 of those channels for you to recommend to you today. And I tried really to take my emotions out of it, just like the way that I take my emotions out of my reviews. I tried to really pick the channels that I felt like really are doing amazing things on their channel, and there's no reason why you shouldn't be watching them. So I had some criteria. This was what I put up as far as what I was looking for in order to include in this video. Camera presence, engaging, gives valuable information. If they're showing off a product or doing a tutorial, we need to be able to see what they're doing and see it clearly. It doesn't mean they have to have an amazing camera, amazing lighting, but we still need to be able to see what they're doing. This was the one that I think knocked out a lot of people, was to be relatively consistent. My requirement for putting in this video, except for one person that I'll get to in a bit, was to put out at least 6 videos in the past 2 months. People have full-time jobs, and if you're not getting paid to do YouTube, it's really hard to sometimes make time to make videos. So I figured 1 video, 3 videos in a month, I felt like was a good threshold for a channel that really wanted to, you know, provide content. And I wouldn't just be sending you over there to a dead channel that's not going to upload. I also looked for channels that were mostly beauty content, you know, just because this is a beauty channel. And one thing I also want you to remember is these are my personal preferences. So what I like to watch in a YouTube video may not be what you enjoy watching. So some people I may not have included just because what they create is just not my personal preference. But what I'm going to invite people to do is, if you do have a beauty channel and you want people to check out your beauty channel, I want you to please leave your channel down in the comments down below. No need to leave it more than once, but put it down in the comments below so people can click on your channel, especially if you were not featured in this video. So here are the 10 channels that I picked. Hopefully you will check these out, because honestly, I really enjoy all of these channels. So here we go. Hello, Editing Jen here. I realized as I was editing, I forgot a very important channel, so I'm gonna throw this one in first. It's Jody from Yodelin Joda. I love her channel. She is so funny and so fun. She's a Canadian, so for those of you that live in Canada and are really interested in Canadian releases and Canadian subscription boxes, Jody is definitely a great channel for you. She also does, of course, a lot of reviews of products that we can find here in the States as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you a clip of Jody real quick before we get into the 10 that I actually filmed for this video, because there's no way I could leave Jody out of this video. I don't know how I missed her in the top 10. Before I show you Jody though, I do want to let you know that I did edit these videos down. So you may see some really weird cuts in the video. I put those there, not the video creator. So if you want to see the entire video, you can click the link in the video description and you'll be able to see it not chopped up. All right, let's go ahead and get to the clip of Jody right now.
Hi everybody, it's Jody here and welcome back to my channel, or hello for the very first time. Thank you so much for coming by. Let's get into what I'm here to talk about today. These are the Rimmel Kate Moss face palettes. So in this sucker here, we do get 3 shades. We've got this nice burgundy with a bit of sparkle to it. We've got this pink with a peachy kind of shift in glitter in it, and then we've got this sort of more natural dusty rose shade. So here are the 3 shades from top to bottom. I've worn these with several different foundations, from powder foundations to liquid foundations, medium light coverage, all the way up into like Kat Von D Lock-It, like We're Serious Kabuki Mask foundations, and they seem to work well with everything.
I watched like 1 or 2 videos on each of these channels, and that's how I decided to include them in this video. These are not people, well, there's just like one person in here that I know personally, but for the most part, I don't know these people personally. I've just watched a few of their videos. And let's talk about Hot Mess Mama MD. She does this really cool series called Dupe or Just a Waste of Money, and she tries out dupe palettes, not counterfeit palettes, but dupe palettes, like from Shop Hush and things like that. She does an application on one side of the more expensive version, and then the other side is the less expensive version, and then she gives you her thoughts, which I think is awesome. If you liked my Shop Hush video that I did, you'll probably really like her channel. She also does reviews and she does subscription box openings. She's very detailed, which I really like. I love people that are really detailed. That's my preference, and she's got this really fun, spunky personality. So go ahead and check her out right now.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video is another edition of Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money? So right here, I'm going to show you guys, it looks just like this, and we'll side by side it with the Tarte Pro palette. Look at that. That's pretty crazy, right?
Channel number 2 is a channel called Kay's Ways. Her name is Kara, and she does, she's done a few lip swatch videos recently. She also is doing a Project Pan for 2018. She does empties videos, hauls, things like that. The one thing I really liked about Kara's videos, Kara, about her videos is that when she talks about the details of her review, she really tells you why. Like, you can tell she has really thought about this. Like, she's tested it, she's really thought about it, and she's trying to give you the best information she possibly can to give you an idea of whether you want to purchase something or not, which I personally really, really love. Let's go ahead and check out Kara right now.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's Kara here. This video is going to be a quick swatch video. I have 6 of the Maybelline, what are these called? The Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink lip colors, and I wanted to swatch them for you. So let's get into the swatches, and I'll be back to share my thoughts with you in a second. Now, one thing I will say about these Maybelline Super Matte Inks, first of all, don't let the outside packaging fool you. As you saw when I swatched them, some shades didn't look nothing like the outside packaging. Like, even with the lip liner, the longevity just wasn't there. It does come off as patchy, so I really am not a fan of that shade Lover. The rest of them, I really do like the shades. I love the applicator. As you can see, it's one of those applicators that have the dip. So it actually holds the product, and you saw when I was doing my swatches that I didn't have to keep dipping the applicator back into the product.
The next one is one that I adore, Linda from Glitter Fallout. I've talked about her channel before. You may have seen her little face popping up in a video. I had her actually popping out of the screen at one point in one of my videos. But I love Linda. Linda I've met a couple of times in passing. She lives near me, and we run into each other at different events. She's actually friends of mine that we found out way later. We didn't even know. But some old friends of my husband's are friends with her and everything. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I really do genuinely love Linda's videos though. She is so fun and spunky. Like, she's got this like edgy rocker chick look that I really, really love. She goes into value, which I personally appreciate a lot, and her opinions are very, very thorough. You can tell that she's tested them as well, kind of like Kara. Like, she's really tested them, she's really thought about it, and she really tries to show you how the product works before she gives her opinion. So I really, really like that a lot. Check out Linda right now.
Hi guys, if you're new here, my name is Linda, and today I want to talk to you about the Kat Von D Mini Liquid Lipstick Set. So let's see if the value is worth it for you guys. Her normal liquid lipsticks are 6 milliliters each, and these are $20 each. The mini lipsticks are 3 milliliters each, and this set of 8 was $49. So doing some math, the big liquid lipsticks are $3.33 per milliliter, and the minis are $2.04 per milliliter. So you are actually saving money with this kit, and it does make it a worthwhile value. I'm gonna be swatching all 8 colors for you guys, so let's go, and please say a prayer for my lips because this is gonna suck a little bit.
Stranger's way of loving someone, and it feels like it's all over before it has begun. Oh, but when we do.
And this channel's really cool. This channel's different than the other channels in one way that I think is really cool. This is Personal Beauty Lab. She does reviews, hauls, subscription boxes, and she's starting to do these really cool, I don't know if it's new to her channel, I think it's new to her channel though, these really cool close-up videos of products with her review, and it's just beautifully filmed. You can really see what she's talking about. She does finger and brush swatches. I'll show you in just a second. So she just did the Pat McGrath Mothership for Decadence palette, where she did this like really pretty close-up. And there was a channel I used to follow a really long time ago that did something like this with subscription boxes, and it's really cool to see this kind of format come back, and I really loved that video. It was so good. So I'm gonna play that for you right now.
This is the Pat McGrath Mothership for Decadence palette. This is the one palette out of the Mothership series that is listed as limited edition both on Sephora.com as well as the Pat McGrath website. My swatch techniques involve prepping my arm with Urban Decay's Primer Potion in the original version. I use a MAC 242 brush or a MAC 239 brush. I also color switch between the swatches so my brushes are never damp. This is the first row. The texture of these shadows is different than the special shades in the Mothership 1, 2, and 3 palette in that these are more metallic rather than duochromes like in the Mothership 1, 2, and 3 palette.
Next channel is Sheila Bear Makeup. She does have 2 channels, so if you're Spanish speaking, she does have a Spanish speaking channel. I'll link that one down below as well. That one is just Sheila Bear. I almost said Cindy Bear. Sheila Bear, and then Sheila Bear Makeup is the English speaking channel. I think the content is pretty much the same. It's just one's in English and one's in Spanish. She does mostly reviews. I'm going to get into tutorial channels in a bit, but she does mostly reviews. One thing I really love about her channel, and it kind of stinks that this is an advantage for, but it really is. I mean, her camera quality and her lighting quality is sick. It's really, really good. Like, you can really see what she's doing, which is something I really appreciate. I really think that her setup definitely looks better than mine. She looks really, really good. And everything is just so crisp and clear. I'm gonna have to ask her what the world camera equipment she uses, what kind of lens she uses or something, because it really looks beautiful. But you can really see, like, she zooms in so you can really see what she's talking about. Again, very thorough, very detailed, and just, you know, you can tell that she's really thought about what she's doing, and that's just something I really appreciate. And the other thing too is that she explains things really well. So when she's applying a product, she's explaining why she's doing what she's doing. She's explaining how it's going on and what it's doing at that moment that she likes or doesn't like, and I like that a lot. So I'm gonna play you a video of hers now.
Hola mis amores, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be testing for you guys this new Maybelline Tattoo Studio Eyebrow Gel that can last up to 2 days. So when I saw that, I was like, I need to try that because who doesn't like budge-proof brows? This is the name of the product, and in the front it shows the brows, and it does say up to 2 days on there, which is really what caught my eye. Once you take out the product from the box, this is what it comes in, this little tube right here. It almost reminds me of like a lipstick. Now, just as reference, so you guys know, I did go ahead and get the color medium brown. Now you also go ahead and get this tiny spoolie to go ahead and blend out the product and make sure you kind of disperse it evenly in your brow, or on your brow. Now I also want to go ahead and show you guys the applicator. I feel like I'm not sure what the applicator reminds me of. Almost kind of like maybe like a lipstick. So it's a little bit interesting. I feel like it's almost a little too big for the brows just because it seems a little like bulky. I feel like you have to be really precise with brows, and I don't know if this is gonna actually do that well of a job applicator wise, but you guys will see in a little bit.
Okay, I've got a couple of channels that are definitely entertainment, you know, I find them to be so entertaining. Better Off Red. Oh my gosh, so funny. She did an ugly sweater tutorial. Basically, the idea behind the tutorial was it was supposed to kind of look like an ugly sweater, but it was just like a kind of like a green and brown look, and it was just a green brown, I think. It was just really, it was very well done, and it was also very funny. She's just got a very funny personality. She does mostly reviews and tutorials. The other thing is her editing is really good because, you know, I like, you know, all the little bells and whistles and things jumping up and popping out and stuff. Like, I love that stuff. So the fact that she does that stuff, I really appreciate. And she's just so much fun. And I'm going to show you how fun she is.
My sweater is jingling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you this really fun makeup look that will go with your ugliest, tackiest, most fun Christmas sweaters for all your ugly, tacky, fun Christmas parties this holiday season. This is a party look today, so the colors are a little kook, but it's okay. So then with a small pencil brush, we're going to grab that super bright green color from the NYX palette, and we're going to sort of kind of smoke out that lower lash line. What I'm trying to do here, because the undertones of the green colors from the Morphe palette are blue, I think, I wanted to keep this green so that it doesn't start shifting blue, because that's not the look we're going for. So I left a lot of this inner corner untouched. Do not worry, we're gonna touch it.
We got 4 left. Okay, Dolly Mama Beauty. I watched a video by her that I really, really liked a lot, and it was a comparison between the old Comfort Zone palette by Wet n Wild and the new Comfort Zone palette by Wet n Wild. She did such a good job on that video, talking about the differences between the shades, which shades were similar, which shades weren't, and then, you know, what she thought about whether if you have the old ones, you need the new one, things like that. So I thought that was really, really good and very well executed. She went into a lot of detail about it, and you could really see what she was doing. You could tell she knew what she was talking about, and I just appreciated that a lot. So I'm going to show you that right now.
Hi everybody, it's Amy and welcome to my channel, and it is Friday and it is $5 Friday. We're going to talk about the new Comfort Zone palette. We're going to talk about the old Comfort Zone palette and the new Comfort Zone palette, okay? This is the original Comfort Zone palette, and this is the new one. Okay, so this is the only one that they redid from the old packaging. The obvious difference is the number of shadows. And another obvious difference in this palette is that in this newer palette, they finally included some matte shades. They have this shade at the top and the shade at the bottom. These are both considered transition shades. These mattes are good. They're really good. They were sorely lacking in this original palette. But I will tell you this, the formula appears to be the same when you actually swatch it. It feels the same, it looks the same. I would say that these shadows in the old palette are a little softer.
This is the one that breaks my rule of 6 videos within 2 months, because something happened between last week when I put her name on the list and this week where one of her videos has now jumped to like 3 months ago, and then a video seems to have disappeared. I don't know what happened, but she's so good, I'm gonna say it anyway. Her tutorials are so good. And this is the thing, because y'all know that, you know, those really specific detailed artsy makeup application skill things, not my strength, okay? Not my strength at all. But I felt like when I was watching her tutorials, I felt like this is something I could do. I don't feel like that very often with a lot of tutorials, where I feel like that this is something, the way this person is doing it, I think I can do this myself. And that's what I really appreciated about her video. She also did a video that was really cool, the 21 classic lip colors. It was 21 red lipsticks, and just, it was such a good video, the way she compared the different formulas. She goes all the way from drugstore all the way up to super, super high end, and just really did a nice job. Oh, did I even tell you what her channel was yet? Oh my gosh, her name is Sifa's Corner. I didn't even tell you what the channel name is because I was just so excited about this channel. Sifa's Corner is the name of her channel, and I'm going to show it to you right now.
Hello my lovely viewer, I am going to create this olive green look today with 2 lip and 2 hair options. So stay tuned and consider subscribing if you are new to Sifa's Corner. I am starting off with MAC Concealer and Corrector Palette as my eye base today. I have been using Thera oval brushes lately, and I love how soft and effective they are. I have also done my brows off camera with Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wing. Now I am taking the shade Fawn from the Smoky Neutral palette and damping my brush with my Pixie spray for a foil type finish. I am placing this shade on the inner half of my lid. This is a cool tone frosty silver with a hint of green, and it will go perfectly with the rest of the colors.
Let's be real, Kay. All right. That's the name of the next channel. Let's be real, Kay. I don't know what is up with these K. I've got 2 Ks in here. I don't know how that happened. But Kay is so funny. She is like the epitome of the hilarious millennial. Like, she's so funny. And she does mostly tutorials, hauls, and reviews. She's hilarious and she's adorable, and that's really why I like her videos. She makes me laugh. She makes me feel happy in my heart when I watch her videos. And I enjoy hearing her opinion on stuff. So I'm gonna show you Kay right now.
Hey y'all, I'm Kay, and I went to the drugstore. I have uninvited guests inhabiting my face right now. They are very unwelcome, and they need to go away. So all of the stuff that I have today is new at the drugstore, and I wanted to share it with y'all. But this is the Mega Cushion Foundation from Wet n Wild. And this actually retails for $8.99. At my Walgreens though, they did have a $1 off coupon sitting right there, so I was like, yes please. So when you open it up, you get this little thing. It's like they're trying to be fancy. I got the shade Cream Ivory, and this is a light to medium warm. The one thing that I noticed about this, and I don't know if they're gonna come out with more colors or not, there was only 8 shades. So that's a little bit disappointing because y'all know there's more than 8 shades out there. So hopefully this is a good match for me. We're gonna go try it out.
I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I'm gonna show you this one right now. But I don't know what else to say to introduce the channel. I'll have to get more creative for the next one of these. The very last channel I want to share with you is called The Fashion Book, and she does tutorials, hauls, and reviews. And this was the thing about this channel, is that I watched her mascara. It was like, you're doing your mascara wrong, something like that video, and I learned things. You know, I was like, oh, okay, well, that's really interesting. And then I watched a couple more of her videos, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah. Okay, we got, all right. You know, I just felt like I was saying that over and over again. Like, okay, I get you. Like, it just, I felt very educational as far as the tutorials. Some tutorials that I watch, I don't find them to be very educational. It's mostly like, let me show you this Bob Ross look that you'll never be able to create, but it's really fun to watch it come together. I didn't feel like that about her channel. I felt like she was really trying to educate me, and that she was making that connection with me to teach me something, and I really like that a lot. So I'm gonna play her video right now.
Hey guys, what is up, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kaylee. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be talking to you all about lashes today. I'm going to be showing you how to apply mascara if it's something new for you, or if you're just not that experienced with applying mascara, the proper way to apply mascara to make your lashes look really long and full and just as beautiful as they possibly can. Then I'm also going to be showing you how to put on false lashes.
Always start on one side and get the lashes how you're wanting them to look before you move to the middle and then to the other side. Once that mascara starts to dry on your lashes and then you try to go back and mess with it even more, that's when it really starts looking clumpy. So just be careful of that. And then I switch the wand over, and always lean your head back whenever you're applying your mascara, because that'll keep the wand or your lashes from touching your eyelid and ruining your face makeup. Also, you can do the back and forth motion with the wand vertical as well on the inner corner. Sometimes this is a little bit easier. And then if you get any fallout from the mascara on your face, just leave it until it dries, and then you can go back with a dry Q-tip and just wipe that product away.
One thing I want to say before I go is, if you submitted your channel for me to mention in this video and I did not mention you, it does not mean I don't love you. It doesn't mean I don't think you're awesome. I had to end the video somewhere, but I do plan on doing another one of these videos again in the future, because I really had so much fun checking out all of the channels. It brought me back, as I said on Twitter, it brought me back to the way YouTube used to be, where it was just somebody sitting in their bedroom or, you know, at their vanity just talking about makeup, and it really made me feel happy. It was like, this is what YouTube used to be all about. It wasn't about production value. It was about just somebody just enjoying makeup and sharing their thoughts and feelings. And I just genuinely had fun. I probably spent about 6 hours watching all of these videos. So if you did share your channel under my Twitter, thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to view your hard work, and I think you're awesome. Whether you're in this video or not, just putting yourself out there on the internet to be judged and critiqued is brave and awesome and wonderful, and thank you for doing that and for wanting to bring good information to people out there on the internets. All of these channels will be linked in the description box below. And again, please definitely make sure you leave your YouTube channels, if you have one, down in the comments down below, or if you have an Instagram, feel free to leave that as well. I'll also, you know, if you want to check out Instagram pages, feel free to throw those down there. If you are not a beauty channel, please don't leave your information down there, because it's not, this is for beauty channels. So gaming channels, things like that, I'm just going to kick them out, because that's not what this is about. If for some reason your comment is marked as spam, I will go through my spam folder and I will make sure that they're beauty channels. As long as they're beauty content, I will be putting them unspammed. If you do not create YouTube videos, I would love to know which channels you are most excited about down in the comments below. Do you think that you've found some new favorites? And also, for everybody, please encourage other creators to do this as well. YouTube does not help smaller creators to grow. A lot of times there is some big event that helps people to their channel to do really, really well. And it's very hard to have those big events, especially with the beauty market being so oversaturated. So if you can encourage people that have larger followings to do the same thing, I think that that would be wonderful. So yeah, this can be a tag video if we want it to be. If you're on Twitter, this video is going to post to my Twitter. Feel free to copy this video and share it with them so that they can get the idea and hopefully do the same thing. There's so much room out there for all of us beauty video creators to have an audience. There's such a huge beauty audience out there. There's enough viewers for everybody. So let's just share and have fun and enjoy the platform again in 2018. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If for some reason you're not already subscribed, click the subscribe button down below for future content. And mad love to you, my friend. I will see you in a video soon. Bye.